Good morning, everybody.
Nice crowd here this morning. Boy, a lot of folks got up early. We thank you for that.
Thought we'd do something a little different this morning.
As Andy said, Old Saul
We are
is
here
peeking up there
on the campus of Central Wyoming College and getting ready to watch the Rendezvous, Riverton Rendezvous 44th annual balloon launch.
On the radio station in Lander on his radio
You can
show
hear
every
the
morning.
MC in the background.
When we throw it to him
Getting
for
the
the weather
last
forecast,
few things
no matter what the weather
organized,
was,
and
it could be beautiful, it could be snowing,
we're going to be
it could be cloudy.
just going around and wandering around, kind of taking a look at
beautiful day
the different
Fremont
setups,
County.
hopefully we'll
we
see a
have
few
another one
balloons
here today for you. So
heading up into the
thanks
sky
and a
here
hat tip to Ivan.
pretty soon. So again, thanks for tuning in.
May he
Welcome,
rest in peace.
Dr. John. Hey, Josh, Dr. John. I'm barely awake, John. I am here in my hometown.
And a
Actually, I'm in
reminder,
Wyoming.
After, for the folks who are spectating
We
here
are.
this morning,
I wish I was in Oshkosh.
after the
Wouldn't that be
balloons
nice?
start lifting off, they are going to be
Let me
followed
give you
by
a sense
their
of
face
what's
crew.
going
So,
on here.
Be mindful of vehicles leaving the launch field. We want to keep everyone safe. And once again,
Good morning, by the way,
northeast
John.
corner, our friends
So
from
all kinds of
Riverton
setups here,
Thank you guys for being
and
here today.
basically
Let's hear it for the firefighters.
our MC guy, man, he's hyped. He is hyped. Anyway, I don't know how many different balloons we've got. I'd say probably a couple dozen or so.
A lot of people moving around, so if you're driving, be very mindful. Keep your eye in front of you so you don't smack into a kiddo.
The attendance, of course, goes up and down kind of every year, just depending on what people have going on. This is by no means the biggest balloon rally that you're ever going to attend, but I do think I read that it's the longest running balloon rally, at least west of the Mississippi. So 44 years now that they've been doing it. So it's pretty cool. This is just a giant field. This is where the college soccer team plays and practices, and just a perfect spot to launch. So you can see the sun's just coming up. It's just a whisker after 6 in the morning here, and I thought you guys might enjoy seeing the setups. I don't know if they've done the weather briefing yet or not, but they'll release
I see the pie ball heading this way.
release a balloon. They'll read the weather briefing, and
all right, sorry for the delay on the pie ball. We've got one going right here.
okay, I think
Thank
we're
you, Jenny Rieger.
gonna head over there.
Apparently our balloons are a little brittle in my trailer. I usually carry a fresh bag with me. All right, let her go, Carrie. We got pie ball. Oh yeah.
All right, so there it goes. So this is one of the
It's a little bit
things
sideways,
that
but
they
other than
do
it looks like it's flying just fine.
to get a sense of kind of where they're.
There you go.
It's like they're flight planning, basically. As you know, in a balloon, you don't really have much control of your
If you are
LNAV.
a pilot and you need crew, we have crew up here at the table that are waiting to be paired with the pilot. So come on up here and retrieve. We'll
But
pick teams.
what they are able to kind of see here is like at the varying altitudes, which direction would they be traveling. That's how they kind of control where they go. And you know, the winds aloft are a little different than they are on the ground. Right now it's hard to see. I'm not going to show you the pie ball, they call it, but it's basically straight up. They're one of the things that they like to do is like they'll have different challenges about like fly in the box or who can land back.
Looks like our pie ball's going straight up in the air right now.
Yeah, who can land back the closest to where they started, and they've got all kinds of crazy hot air balloon related.
Wasn't yesterday's
activities.
launch gorgeous? Oh my goodness, it was a beautiful, beautiful launch yesterday.
So yeah, you hear the MC
A
talking
lot
about
of people downtown were
yesterday's
telling
launch,
me that they watched the balloons from their offices.
and we've had
Okay, there we go. Now it's
pilots.
moving to the east. Winds
Yeah,
aloft there,
pilots,
moving to the east a
that
little
have been
bit.
launching all week long, basically since about last Saturday. Honestly, for about the past week, they'll come up and launch, and anyway, you get a sense of how big these balloons are.
Okay, we have an open field and a green flag. So pilots, you may return to your balloons, and let's get ready for another balloon rally here in Riverton. Thank you guys for all coming out today. We appreciate all the spectators. And we would like to remind you to support the sponsors who make this event possible. Our major sponsors are the City of Riverton Rendezvous Committee, the Wind River
Of course,
Hotel and
it's
Casino,
tradition to
Wyoming's Wind River
if
Country,
you land
the
in a
Wind River
farmer's
Visitors
field,
Council, and Wyo Today
present
Media.
the landowner with a bottle
Other
of champagne.
sponsors,
So
Java
every
Espresso, the Ranger Printers,
balloon
Admiral
team
Beverage, and Fremont
has
Beverage.
a couple of
We
bottles.
have Remax All-Star Realtors, Hampton Inn and Suites, Nucor Inc., Wyo Today Media. We have the Casper Children's Center, Wind River Hotel and Casino, Wyoming.com. The
Good, how are you guys?
Inn, All-Star Auto Glass,
Good to see
and
you, Travis.
All-Star Ice and Cooler Ice.
Are you awake yet?
We have
little
James
bit. Me
and
either.
Bridget Bunker.
Coffee.
And of course, we want to thank all of our sponsors. And if you go around town and go into those businesses, say thank you for sponsoring these balloons, because without their help, this event would not be possible. Again, a reminder, no smoking around
So all of
this
these-
area. We appreciate that. And remember,
All
the
these balloon
Kiwanis
teams,
Club
just
is
all
having
volunteers,
breakfast
of
on the
course,
east side
as
of
you
the
would
field.
expect. The
And we
sponsorship
hope that you enjoy this
does
event.
go to help cover some
And
costs for
remember,
people,
we're going to have, hopefully, let's
and
knock on
also
wood,
go towards
that
just
we will
the
have our
rendezvous
balloon
event,
tonight. In any event, we'll
just
have
in
candlesticks
general. And there's
tonight.
lots of people that,
There'll be a big dance going on, a lot of live music.
you know,
Anything
donate
else,
their
Andy?
time, but they try to do some things, you know, some
All
little
right,
gifts
we
for
are looking for two
some
more
of those
crew
organizers and
people.
things
So if
like
you would
that.
like to crew a balloon, head on
There's
over
also
to the
just
blue
some little
trailer.
costs that go along
We
with
have a pilot
the
that
rally.
needs
They have,
two
you know, some
crew
publications that they
members.
put
So,
out. And
no experience
anyway, but it's just,
necessary.
it's
They'll tell you
small
what
town
to
Americana
do.
at its best.
You have two?
So here
Okay.
within the next,
I think we got them.
10-15 minutes, we should
Follow the
start
guy
to
here in
see
the green
some,
jacket. He'll tell you what to
start to see some flames.
do. Right there. That great old Australian hat. Right next to the effervescent Dave Lipson there. Okay, thank you very much.
Counting about 20 right now, just unofficially. But there's always more that roll out than you than you think. But yeah, if you've never been to one of these things, they're pretty cool. Pretty cool. You can pretty well just get right out in amongst them and kind of wander around, talk to the crews, and get an up close and personal look at the. Oh, here we go. There's some secondary directional balloons that have been launched from the center of the field, a little different spot. The first ones went up and actually went to the east,
Oh, it's
which is
just another gorgeous morning here.
a little bit opposite
You know,
of what they
about
normally
40, 45 to 46 years ago, it was the publisher of the Riverton Ranger, Robert A. Peck, who went up to Dave Lipson's place up on the hill there in the National Weather Service and went through the records as far back as they could go. And he was looking for a good weekend that would be perfect for flying balloons, and he found it. And in the 44 years that we've had this hot air balloon rally going, I think we've only had a couple that we weren't able to fly.
Oh, got one
So that was
inflating,
a pretty good
guys. Let's
job
kind
of
of
picking
come
out
over here.
balloons that time.
So they start by just getting some air into the balloon to kind of get the shape of the balloon started. They just have a fan. And then, of course, they add some heat. You can hear some of the burners. They test them out. Just make sure it's just all propane, I believe. Yeah, there's good. That's fire. But yeah, if you're ever interested, you can come out here. You can volunteer. All these different crews, the chase crew, the setup crew, they're all just people that volunteer. And as you heard the announcer saying, they even have a need on the day of the event sometimes for some extra guys. So we'll kind of come over here to the Carried Away balloon. Just a little fan that they've got. Once they get the balloon open, far enough basically that they know they're not going to damage any part of it with the burner, then they start to add heat, and that's of course when they stand things up. So the helicopter coming in here around the horn. I expect to see a drone or two.
Really takes hot air and gets these things up in the air, so that's why we use it in the morning.
Yep. Cool air right now. I don't know what the temperature is here, but it's got to be in the 60s, maybe, if that. But not only is the air cool in the morning, there's very light, if any, wind around here. As the afternoon kicks up, of course, but when the winds hit, they have a limit. John, how you doing, by the way? Did you ever make it off the ground with our flight the other day? I lost track of you on the radar there. I was hoping you finally made it up. Man, it was crazy amount of crazy amount of traffic out of that Bologna. Close, guys. Close. Part of why it's tough to get a count of balloons too is that several teams wait. There's only so much space. You know, this is a nice big open field, and some teams will wait until the first round of launches have taken place, and so it's tough to get a count. But like I say, generally, a typical year, somewhere between 20 and 30 balloons. I don't know what the all-time high is. We're really getting a nice shape on the front, so I'm going to go on before they'll light the burner, and we'll be ready to go. Thanks again for tuning in. You are or watching the Melvin Leroy channel. We are here at the Riverton Rendezvous Balloon Rally, doing a little different type of stream. One of the oldest balloon rallies in the U.S. 44th year. All right. Here we go, guys. It's just a lighter similar to what you'd have on your grill. And just click it, get a little spark. And there we go. Add a little bit of heat. Have to be really careful at this stage not to damage the balloon, and as you can see, it doesn't take a lot to get her standing up. The burner, as you can see, it can rotate, and then they'll just stand the balloon up. It's quite an art form right here. Yeah, the team helps lift a little bit, set the pilot up. It's a pretty delicate spot, you can't let him go. But at this point in time, then the pilot just essentially tries to keep things upright. He feels the buoyancy of the balloon, and they're ready to rock. They'll get her going. There's an important cable right there that's coming in. That's the cable with the red handle that opens up the flap at the top of the balloon, which lets the hot air out. That's how you, one way you can descend. Obviously you can just let the air cool as well, but if you need to let a little bit of air out.
We have Jimmy Kinghorn's Eye of Ra starting to inflate.
We'll come back to this one when it's time. So there's one over there.
Starting to go up in the air as well.
There's our first drone of the day. Figured there'd be a drone or two out here. No drones, I just heard someone say. I wondered if that would be a problem, but
just a beautiful day today for the balloon launch here at the 44th annual Riverton Rendezvous Balloon Rally. Thank you for coming out today. Want to remind you that the Kiwanis Club is selling breakfast on the east side of the launch field.
Each one of these balloons, of course, takes 2 or 3 passengers, and they kind of just set that up with the balloon teams. Some teams charge a little bit, you know, to help cover cost, and but most of these balloons are booked a year or even more in advance. That guy's close. That's nice. home is way up there. That's going to be a cool shot. If I can figure out who that drone is, I'll see if I can get the footage of it for you. You see guys in referee shirts, and they're kind of talking to the air traffic control, if you will, and just trying to coordinate who gets to launch when. So it's a very well coordinated, extremely safe event and mode of transportation.
Livingston, Texas, Albuquerque, New Mexico, Littleton, Colorado, Vernal, Utah, Billings, Montana, High River, Alberta, Canada.
Oh, wow.
Windsor, Colorado, Louisville.
Somebody, I don't know if you heard that, but
Fort Collins,
we've got a
Colorado,
team here from Alberta.
Nazareth, Belgium.
Oh, Belgium. Wow.
Creek, Nevada represented. Rock Springs, Wyoming. Go folks. And we have Sheridan, Wyoming. Overton, Nevada. Medicine Hat, Alberta, Canada.
There's another Alberta, Canada. New Mexico, Colorado, of course, Montana, Utah, all these neighboring states. Here comes the drone back down. Murphy got told he can't be flying up there. That could be an issue. I don't know. There's probably a little bit of a prohibitive airspace in here, like a temporary airspace alert. So to give you perspective, our regional airport is right up. You can see that water tower. It's right up on the bluff beyond that water tower, just a few miles. And where I'm standing right now, we're actually kind of on, not quite on the downwind to runway 28, but really close to the traffic pattern. If you were flying a traffic pattern, you would be flying right over the top of this field. So I wondered, it would be interesting to take a look and see if there's temporary airspace notifications that go up around here. Of course, once they get in the air, then it becomes even that much more of a, not a hazard, but just something you got to watch out for. We don't have a ton of aircraft that come in here, but we do have a daily flight that should be departing at any time. Runs between here and Denver twice a day. See I'm back far enough now. Maybe we'll get a good look at this first one going up. Yep, we're getting light. There we go. First one has been cleared for takeoff. And we're, based on the early balloons that have been launched, the ball, I'm expecting this thing to go pretty well straight up and then kind of over towards that little white water tower that you see, traveling a little bit eastbound today. Kind of out over, away from the city and out over the countryside there. And things, again, they could change. You just never know. Step over any lines if you can. Yep, see we got another one laid down here. So yeah, I don't know. This is the brown and gold. There's always a couple that are interestingly shaped as well. Got a honey bear in the past. Different shapes. I don't know how well you can hear me. Everything fits in the tiniest little trailer that you could imagine. There's the one that just launched right over the top of us. Looks like they may be going a little bit more to the southwest, which is kind of more typical. I can normally, so just orientate yourself again. Airport's that way, and my house is that way. So normally I can sit out on my porch and watch the balloons come over as I sip coffee.
That was a good one, as we say on the radio.
It's kind of pretty with the backlighting here, doesn't it? Baby T-Rex balloon getting ready to be inflated. That looks like it has a little bit of a different shape. As soon as these guys here get going, I think that baby T-Rex will start to take shape. They'll get it stretched out. Yep, and that guy, he didn't follow the pie ball. He decided to head west. This balloon here in front of us is going to be close. The Remax balloon is close. Got a balloon behind us that is close. So this guy here is going to have a little bit of a different shape to him. like a little, looks like a, I don't know, a duck or something? I don't know what this one's going to look like. I wonder how that affects the performance. I don't know, it's got sides hanging down. I don't know what it's going to look like. It'll turn around though. show. So I would say that guy might be next to launch. Stretching out behind us here, might have to move a little bit. Get him stretched out here. They're pretty heavy when they're laying on the ground. I mean, it's they look nice and light. I mean, they are lightweight comparatively, but you get the entire balloon canopy. Oh, there goes one. Get the entire balloon laid out there. So they're pretty heavy. Let's see which way that guy goes. I'll kind of move this way, maybe a little bit more of a little better vantage point here. Sometimes you're too close, it's hard to see. First one, he is hanging out, not very far away. Something's getting me. So the basic process, guys, the basic flight, you know, they get up to whatever altitude that they feel like takes them in the direction of flight that they're trying to get. Communicate with the chase crew, and when they know where they're going to land, there goes another one. When they know where they're going to land, that it's the chase crew's job to
Hey, there goes Jenny.
go knock on the door basically and say, hey, is it all right if we land in your field or land in your backyard?
Now, and there is Miss Wyoming. Go Post.
Princess Nellie. We're going to have to take a look at her when she turns around here. And then, yeah, they sometimes have some competitions where they will, one balloon will fly for a little bit and drop something in a field, and then let the rest of the balloonists know basically where that thing is, and then it's a challenge to see who can land the closest, or at least do a little touch and go. I don't know if they all land all. So we got a little bit of an elephant going here now.
Floating right over the collet.
That's interesting. That guy. Well, now they are kind of turning around and coming back. Yeah, those guys. Those guys are heading down. They're not even off the campus of Central Wyoming College yet. Another big field over there.
Our remix balloon up and ready here this morning. Okay, have a good flight today, folks. Looks like everyone's slowly moving over toward the south this morning.
Yeah, I tell you what, it is just an absolutely perfectly calm day here on the ground. Not much going on. There comes some traffic again. There's a helicopter. We saw him head out earlier. We're also very, very close to the hospital, and so we have the life flight helicopter. That's not our life flight helicopter, but we do have helicopter traffic here. And this airport is mainly GA. You get all kinds of different local pilots flying their small single and twin aircraft, and then we have transient traffic that comes in here from all over the place. So this town is located in a fairly centralized location, so there's a lot of times people fly into here and then drive the rest of the way. But we get everything from Falcon 50s to Phenom 300s. Oh, you can see over there, I don't know if you can see it, we got a helicopter in the distance. And that is our, more than likely, that's our life flight helicopter. Looks like he's getting ready to go down. I could be wrong, it could be a media helicopter. But no, it's heading down there. I think that's getting ready to land at the hospital pad there. All right. So the pilot is from Belgium. I don't know that the balloon crew is from Belgium. That's pretty cool. Right over the top. Morrison, good morning. Thanks for tuning in. A little bit of an unannounced stream. I did a terrible job of advertising it. Thanks for tuning in. Happy Saturday. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm up anyway. My dogs aren't very happy because I left without giving them breakfast, but I figured they'd be all right for a little while. All right, that's like the Humpty Dumpty guy, isn't it? Well, all those balloons now are kind of moving off to the east a little bit here, aren't they? So they teased us a little bit by going west. Yeah, it's been a busy morning. I should have been counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seeing 5 or maybe 6 in the air right now. We've got a bit of probably 15 or 20 more to get going. Oh, here we go. Here's another one. Let me know if you've ever done one of these. I've only done a tethered ride. We had purchased a ride for my mother one year for her birthday, and we tried to do it 3 or 4 different mornings, and every one of those mornings that we could coordinate with the pilot and our schedule, it was too windy. So we never did get that flight in. That dinosaur, it's hard to see with the sun. Hey Chavez, how are you? Good morning. They do a lot of this where you live, Morrison. Yeah. It's pretty reasonable. I think we paid $100, and that was gonna get us like a 3 people ride. It's a pretty good deal.
This is Nelly. And look at Humpty, boy, he's way up there.
And again, all they do is seek out the altitude that will let them travel in the direction that they want to go. You know, but obviously the less that they have to travel, the easier it is for their flight crews. And they also, around here, there's a little bit of an issue with making sure that you go somewhere where there's a road. And the direction that they're heading right now is actually out towards the Wind River. And not a big deal, but there's only a few different bridges across the river, so they need to make sure that they do the best they can to sort of track in the direction where they can get their crews across, just in case something happens and they have to come down. Now, obviously, if you have to make an emergency landing, you kind of just do that, and then you work things out wherever you land. That doesn't happen very often, but it does happen from time to time. Our landowners around here, though, after 44 years, everybody knows what's going on. It's the same weekend every year, so all of the landowners know. You got a single balloon floating around where you work every now and again? Yeah. Those guys, they love it. They have to do so many flights, a year to stay current and all that stuff. So, but they, just in general, the crews that I've known, they just love doing it. They love getting out, flying around, obviously. Pilots love it. They're every bit as addicted and obsessed with aviation as a 737 pilot. All right, where can I go here? All heading that way. There's our Miss, I don't remember her name now, the princess, the elephant princess. That's the little Humpty Dumpty guy way up there. This young man in the blue here is kind of the main guy at this rally, the main organizer and spokesperson, and sort of the pilot in command of the whole works here. He's doing his Cloud Kisser balloon. I don't know what we're on, Cloud Kisser 4 or 5 or something like that. They only have it's a fairly short lifespan. I don't remember how many years you're allowed to use the balloon before you have to completely redo it or just buy a new one. But as you would imagine, it's very, very closely regulated.
Baby T-Rex getting ready to stand up on the infield, right alongside the Colorado Springs balloon. Lane C from Riverton, Nevada, his balloon is standing up. on to, there's Chris Jones going up. Hey Chris, have a good flight today. Don't take that beautiful pickup with you there. Yeah, they've unhooked it. All right, here we go. Our balloon from Billings, Montana, now going up and away. And we have Stars and Stripes from Provo, Utah, starting to lift off from the infield. That's a real pretty balloon. Hey, look at Humpty Dumpty. He's heading east. He's way up there, going east. Princess Nellie just to the south of us.
He's the only one going west.
If you are here today for a tethered ride, today is your only opportunity because we will not be offering tethered rides tomorrow.
Every single balloon that
So if you would like a tethered ride with our
with the exception of Humpty Dumpty, he's got up high enough to find some west
on the
winds.
west side. We'll have you sign up. And you can get your tethered ride today. As soon as all the balloons are off the infield, we'll set up Cloud Kisser 4.
Oh yeah,
And then we will
Cloud
have
Kisser
the,
4, this balloon here.
They're
doing the tethered ride. Millhouse, good morning.
Only chance to get a tethered ride today. So.
We just about have everybody up. Thanks again, guys, for tuning in. I just thought it would be kind of fun to hang out for
There's
an hour
our
or so.
Riverton, Nevada balloon, Glen C, and it's Z going up. It's Z going up. And we got 4 balloons left.
Yeah,
here
we
on
have
the infield.
2 from Alberta.
Again, if you would like a tethered ride this morning, come on over here
cool.
to the Blue trailer and get signed up for it. We will not be doing a tethered ride tomorrow. Hey, thanks for coming out here this morning. What a beautiful morning this is. It's really nice to see everyone out here today. Thank you for coming out. And I want to remind you to thank all of our sponsors. We have Java Espresso.
Ooh, I could use a little Java.
Admiral Beverage.
I might
Fremont Beverage.
grab some Java on the way
We
home.
have Remax All-Star Realtors. The Hampton Inn and Suite. Nucor Incorporated.
I think Humpty Dumpty's found a little bit of north wind too, so theoretically he could track north a little farther, descend, and come right back here and land on top of us.
On-site services. And we also have All-Star Auto.
You know, Morrison, I was counting about 2 dozen. I don't know the official count,
We have James and
but
Bridget Bunker.
last several.
Our major sponsors.
COVID really, you know, kind of like it did with everything, it really cut down the number. I can remember some years where it seemed like we had a little closer to 40, but like we'd have basically 2 full rounds of what you're seeing today. Get a couple dozen launched early, and then another 2 dozen that would line up afterwards or stretch out afterwards. But I'm thinking we're got to be around 20.
Have a great flight today.
I'm seeing 8 in the air right here.
It's got the big star on the side of the balloon there. Beautiful. Hey, I think our baby T-Rex is woken up.
I'm trying to get around to show you this T-Rex
I
balloon.
can see his tail sticking out of that edge, and I don't know if you guys on the other side can see his head. We got the tail going right here.
I think it'd be fun to go to a place like Albuquerque, though. That rally looks insane. But the thing that you lose on a gigantic rally like that is I don't think you have the access to the balloons that we do here. I'm literally just out in the middle of it.
All right.
They do the same event where Morris was at for Memorial Day, 4th of July, and then some of the locals randomly fly. Yeah, we get all summer long that our local Baloon, the Cloud Kisser, you know, it's up quite often. Once the spring winds kind of die down, which is kind of right around the 4th of July weekend, honestly, you start to get these more consistently calm mornings. And
I also want to remind folks to be mindful of the vehicles leaving the launch field are chase crews.
That's a pretty cool looking balloon.
Be
be fun to try to design something like that.
And we don't want anyone hurt here today, so stay clear of the vehicles leaving the launch field. Hey, look at Humpty. He's way over downtown now. I think that's the furthest balloon we have that went east.
That's west. He keeps saying east, but that's
Scrape the tree over. Nope,
no, that is east. I'm the one that's wrong. West winds. Pushing them east. I need coffee. Did I mention that? Really good crowd this morning, though. No kidding, Morris. That's hilarious. After the woman called my mother 50 years ago, said there was a spaceship above her house with a balloon. Yeah. So these are two new volunteers here, and they're getting kind of trained as they go. So if you're interested, you can come. I guarantee you, go down to your local rally. There'll be people that can put you to work, and the reward is worth it. I guarantee you, the reward's worth it. It'll be a balloon flight later on with that same team, and it'll be 100% worth it. We explained to her who it was, and she was okay. Well, some of these, I mean, they don't look like the typical hot air balloon anymore, right? I don't know what the one 50 years ago looked like, but back then it was probably fairly not that common, right? I mean, 50 years ago, aviation in general was just kind of in its infancy.
We're going to need you to move back.
Yes, ma'am.
It's going to get big. Thank you.
Kind of lost sight of Humpty Dumpty. If they went down and tried to make a landing, but there's kind of a track that he flew just sort of southbound, and then found some westerly, out of the west winds, I should say, pushed him towards the east. Good, how are you guys? Oh yeah. See ya. These little guys are loving this balloon here, man. what, guys? It was a lot of fun. I think I'm going to try to start making my way out of here. This area I'm standing in there, trying to set up this balloon here.
That one looks really cool, so I'm trying to wait for it to
Try to get over here where I've got a little bit wider view, maybe. Anybody hungry for pancakes? Gosh, I left my wallet. Bet they have some coffee. Ah, man. Man. Opportunity missed right there, guys. Opportunity missed. Alright, let's get over here a little bit further and we'll kind of get our last look at the final departures. And we'll close things up here. Let these last couple of balloons get up. And we'll call it a stream. Thanks again for tuning in, you guys. Appreciate you being here. Hope you have a good weekend. Yep, and if you're like these folks and you roll up here at 7 o'clock, you've pretty much missed it. Does looks like there's a little bit of an eastbound flow there. That guy would have been a little south of my house, though. So I'd have missed out. My dogs, obviously, they are not fans of the balloons just yet. They're scary, they're big, they're loud, and they don't like them. So I'm hoping that they're not at home. Actually, this will be good that the wind is kind of went the way it has. They won't be barking and waking my wife up. Yeah, we need an MSFS sponsorship. Has anybody flown? Is it Any Builds that actually made a hot air balloon? Like there was a dev that made one. Has anybody flown it? HPG, that's right. Millhouse. Now there's a Zeppelin also. Somebody made a right proper Zeppelin airship too. That has a little bit more maneuverability. Talk about the niche of niche. Flying a hot air balloon on a sim is that makes helicopter sim pilots look mainstream. You grabbed the Zeppelin for free from the free side. It was okay for fun and giggles. I heard the one that they made that was oh shoot, the paper one was kind of hard on the frames. The Hindenburg, yeah, very demanding. It's like you wouldn't think that, but like I think they've had put quite a few, like there's quite a few different things in it. So I don't know. I haven't checked it out. All right, we'll let the dinosaur guy get going, and we'll probably call it good for the morning. I need to get back home and get a few things done. I've got some family coming into town, so try to make sure everything's picked up and looking good, and seek out that first cup of coffee for the day as well. I do plan on trying to get a stream going later tonight. Again, it's all depending on what we do with our family. We got out-of-state family that's just making a kind of a surprise trip through, and they wanted to stop by and say hello. So if that falls into place, the Virtual USA Flying Club has an event later on this evening that I'm going to try to fly in. And so anyway, swing back by. For those of you that are maybe just tuning in to see what the heck's going on, welcome to the Melvin Leroy channel. Normally a flight simming channel, but we love all things aviation related. Well, trains as well. There was some local traffic heading out there, a Bonanza or something. Kind of shows you again, we're somewhat in the traffic pattern here, although not too bad today. If they're departing, the winds are pretty calm, so you could really take whatever runway you want. Those guys departed off of 110. But yeah, I'd love to have you come swing back by. I'm kind of on a summer schedule right now, so I stream kind of whenever I feel like it. Whenever I'm sick and tired of doing honeydews. I think our dinosaur is getting a little bit wiggly. Oh, there goes one to the left. He may be cleared first, and then the dinosaur definitely looks like he's going to be the next one in. Try to get over here, maybe get a little bit better look. Trying not to get the lens flare here. I've got a building that's giving me a little shade, but it's not going to last for long. Maybe still loading guys up. I'm not sure what's taking that guy so long. We'll give him another minute or so. Somebody, it's hard to see through the trees over there, but somebody sat down right on the first little patch of grass. Wonder if they have one of those challenges, landing challenges over there. There we go. Now we're getting some action. And we're getting some heat. Yeah. There it goes. That's a pretty cool looking balloon. I'll give him credit. I don't think I've seen that one yet. If you're not sure how you'd handle the height, because I know that's always everybody's fear is if I get up there too high and I freak out, come do a tethered ride. And take you up not very high, but you get a sense of how wobbly in the knees you'd get. Guys,
We haven't had a dinosaur coming out of an egg in a long time. Here we have it right here. Have a great flying lunch.
all right, you guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Hope you've enjoyed. Thank you very much again for tuning in. Hopefully we'll see you later on this evening. And if not, get outside, enjoy the beautiful summer weather. And we'll see you soon. God bless.